Greetings, welcome to an Xbox thing. Here I've got yet another system here I'm gonna cover over. This is an original Xbox. Just got it out of the box and everything. We got AV cables, power cable, and what looks to be like a Nintendo AV connector. I believe a DVD remote dongle, yeah. There's no DVD remote here, so I don't know what that's doing here. It didn't come with the system. Looking at the system overall, it seems to be in okay shape. It was stated that it doesn't read discs at the moment. We have a system from 2003 actually, and then we have a blue controller here. That's actually pretty interesting. And a couple of random sports games that we all know and love, except Simpsons Road Rage. Never played Road Rage. I'm actually interested to try it here. This seems to be in good shape from what I see. Let's get it plugged in, ready to go. And we'll move on from there. Let's get the easy crap hooked up. Okay, well, something interesting I just noticed. I plug the system in here and watch what happens when I plug it in. It turns on by itself. Front panel doesn't do anything. Wait a minute. What in the world? We have a movie in here, home again. But the weird thing is, why does the front panel button... What is going on with this system? The eject button is also the power button? What is this? In true Draga 1 fashion, we have some taquitos here. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's just see what kernel this is on. Oh, it's actually on a pretty early kernel. 5101 and 5659. No audio CDs. What about memory here? Yeah, that seems about right. That's like literally all the games that are on here. So let's go ahead and put the movie in. I don't know why it's so weird. Why does eject? Oh yeah, some acoustic force as usual. It is booting up like normal, it's just doing that for whatever reason. I've never seen that. It is reading the DVD. Yeah, it's reading. I have to hold the power button, or hold the eject button for it to eject. I'm sorry, I'm not really a sports person. And there it is again, it'll shut off, turn on. I hope this isn't because of like a leaking capacitor or something. That's loading. Whenever I bought this, the person selling it said the DVD drive was bad, but evidently it's not. I think they just thought that because of this. If you just press it, it just does that. I think that's what they meant by bad disk drive. But it's not the disk drive, it's something with the console. I was honestly really hoping it was something with the disk drive because that's easier to fix than this. See if I can find some Torx 20 bits and get this thing apart and see what's going on here. Oh no, it's a smag smug. So I got the system open here and I couldn't find anything aside from a drill bit, so, you know. And I am going to undo this and hope this system doesn't take the bite of death. Because I know original Xboxes like to stab people. It's not nice, man. Shouldn't be stabbing people like that. I don't appreciate it. Right, I just remembered this is going to be the Torx 10 screwdriver bit. Okay, so I managed to find a Torx 10 bit, and I have all that taken apart there. And looking at the board here, I noticed, if you look up here, got a little bit of corrosion on there and there. Surprisingly not where the clock capacitor is, which is very odd. I'm going to try and see if I can clean this board up a bit, see if there's any traces that are broken, and I guess see what we can do from there. Okay, so after a bit of trial and error, I managed to get the system soft modded. Weird thing is though, the power issue that I was starting to have here seemingly went away. Now it's probably going to do it again since I've had it unplugged. Yep, automatically powered on. Okay, now it's just working. Yeah, I had it unplugged for the past, I want to say 8-9 hours when I went to sleep and woke up. Plugged it back in and it started doing that again, where it just would not power on at all. You have to hold the power and the eject button together for like a solid minute or two before it ends up working again. And yep, the eject button still acts as a power button for some reason. There's either a short in the front panel connector or the traces on the board are shorted somewhere or disconnected. Something's up with this board. I'm not going to try and figure it out because I don't have a soldering iron. I can't fix this even if I wanted to. It'll work over time. If you leave this thing turned on after a bit and give it like a good 10-15 minutes, then it'll work. Then the eject button will work normally. But like starting out, you have to do this. You have to basically hold both the buttons in, and then it'll, over time, it'll start power cycling, then it'll actually turn on. And then after a bit of letting it run while it's on, give it like a minute while it's on, and then it'll work without you having to hold it in. Yeah, I managed to soft mod it. As you can see, we got the orange LED light. I'm not going to plug it into the easy cap because I just have everything kind of jumbled together here. My plans with this are I have another Xbox coming that should be fully working, unlike this one that said, oh, just the DVD drive doesn't work. If at most it has a bad DVD drive, because if that's the case, I could swap this one into that because this is a working drive. I've already nulled the hard drive key in this system. It's already set to all ones with the JC Rocky soft mod, but I'm probably going to see about keeping the hard drive out of this system and just selling it for parts. Unfortunately, I did end up breaking this front panel off as well because I thought you could pull this little latch up and off here, but I ended up breaking it because I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll look behind the power button, see if there's something back behind there, and I broke the little cosmetic cover in the process. Yeah, at least if anything else, we did manage to get 2 controllers that are fully working. We have a DVD remote for whatever reason, even though the remote never came with it. That's that broken off piece I was talking about. And then we got a couple games here. A lot of sports games, but mainly Simpsons Road Rage. Speaking of video cables, remember whenever I said about how it looked like there was a Nintendo connector on this? Well, take a look at this. This is one of those 3-in-1 connectors. So we have a PS2, GameCube, / Nintendo Wii, and Xbox hookup for this AV cable, which is actually pretty nice. That makes hooking game consoles up to this a lot easier. Yeah, surprisingly, speaking of this easy crap, surprisingly the S-video on this, and I was able to hook that up. And we got all these other games here, so I can't really complain that much, but I'm just annoyed that this thing sold saying all it had was a bad disk drive. It wouldn't even be as annoying if the disk drive actually was bad, but the disk drive did work. The disk drive works. I think their reason of it being bad is it occasionally doesn't open. But you just gotta hit it. You just gotta tap it like 2 times and it'll open. And there you go. I don't even think this thing was tested whenever it came in, honestly, aside from plugging it in and then turning it on for a few seconds and that was it. But then whenever I got it, it started having power issues, because as soon as I got it, I took it out of the box here, got all the games out. All I did was plug it into the wall here, plug it into my Easy Cap, and immediately it was starting to do the power issues. I got it soft modded here with the hot swap method. Thank you, Dell Optiplex, by the way. I left it unplugged overnight, went to bed, woke up, plugged it in, started having issues again. I don't know if it's more worth it to keep the extra parts and have them sitting around for other systems or just sell this thing as is, because I'm not going to get the $60 I spent out of this thing back. I think it's going to wrap it up. We'll see what happens, see when this other Xbox shows up, but it's probably going to be another week or so. Of course, to everyone watching this, it's going to be literally a few seconds from now. That's going to wrap this part of the video up. I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Greetings. Welcome to another Xbox thing, and you might recognize that one from a previous video. That's because this one arrived 2 days after I finished recording that one. So here's another Xbox. We got one from 2004. I want to say it's probably a 1.5. That one's a 1.4. And it came with a OEM controller, wireless Logitech controller, power cord here, and a video cable. We got SSX Tricky, Star Wars KOTOR, ATV Off-Road Fury 2, Burnout 3 Takedown, Midway Arcade Treasures, Need for Speed Underground, and Tom Clancy's Classic Trilogy. Now, I was really wanting to get this game in specific because of this little game right here. And when I open it up, it has Rainbow Six 3, Ghost Recon, no Splinter Cell. We don't have Splinter Cell, so we can't easily soft mod like I was really hoping to. So we're gonna have to do the hot swap on this one too. Let me go ahead and plug it in and make sure it doesn't do the stupid power thing that this one does, and we'll go from there. Smoke test. Smoke test. I recognize that hard drive. That's a Western Digital Protege. Hey, a free game of Halo 2. Don't mind if I do. That's nice. And it doesn't know the disk tray is closed. Let's go ahead and see what the Easy Crap shows. Okay, looking at the Easy Crap, we have typical clock BIOS battery thing. Dolby surround. They must have had a surround sound system hooked up to this. Kernel 5838 and dashboard 5960. It's already updated. Doom 3, Dragon Ball Z Sagas, Ghost Recon, Halo 2, 25 saves. We're gonna have to check that out. Lego Star Wars, Mech Assault 2, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Namco Museum, NCAA Football, Need for Speed Underground 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Episode 3, The Matrix, Path of Neo, Return of the King, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 06, and whatever Top Spin is. So let's go ahead and put Halo 2 in and check that out. Yep, typical. You gotta give it acoustic force. No, take the disc back. No, take it back. No, bad. Take it back. Take it back, I said. No. Hey, listen to me. You take that disc and you read it. Bad. So we have a known good working disk drive out of this system. I'm just going to put that one in here and put this one in that. Let me just go ahead and open it up, I guess. Quit trying to open. Stop trying to open. You're going to be soft modded and you're going to like it. I knew this thing had a Western Digital Protege. I knew the sound of these hard drives.